Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the October 17th issue of the Tucson Mortgage Weekly. I'm Todd Abelson. Thank you for tuning in. Last Monday, October 10th, was Columbus Day, and the bond markets were closed. The rest of the week, I was gone a couple of days for a wedding back east, and all I can tell you is the autumn leaves have started to change, and the weather was beautiful. Calls kept coming in, and doing my best to get back to everybody. It seems like the newspapers are always a day late and dollar short because they're still reporting that interest rates are down, but anybody who's talked to me in the last few days knows that they have done nothing but go up over the past week. And so here's talking a little bit about what's going on. Well, first of all, you may recall that at the end of, the third week in September, rates dropped dramatically in one day because of this tremendous concern that Greece and Italy and perhaps a couple of other countries in Europe were planning on defaulting on their debt. And that was a real flight to safety, got us down to interest rates lower than we'd ever seen. Well, over the past couple of weeks, the European Central Bank, France and Germany have been announcing that they're going to further fund the banks and keep that afloat. And while we're all hopeful of that, we also know that that's going to take a little bit of time to implement. So the easing of those concerns has been moving people again away from bonds, which is why we're getting the increase in rates back to, in effect, where we were before they dropped the third week in September. At the same time, last week, we're also getting some additional concerns out of China that their level of exports are slowing, which means that maybe the world economy is continuing to slow, because China certainly has been one of the major exporting countries. Okay, what's going on today? Nothing much in the market this week. A couple of big reports coming out. Tuesday and Thursday, the producer price and the consumer price index coming out, and that's going to give us some kind of judge on inflation. On Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to be seeing various housing reports coming out. So ultimately, we're going to keep all eyes open. Now, I really have to say that my personal opinion, and this is obviously for what it's worth, is that a lot of the unwinding of what's going on in the European debt crisis and people moving away from bonds and back towards stocks, which have been forcing rates up, that was really, in my opinion, very knee-jerk. It was an unwinding of many people who had been caught with their pants down, so to speak. For example, one of the big reasons that I feel this way is that PIMCO announced last week, that's the big bond company in the world, is announcing that they're continuing to buy mortgage-backed securities. Now, why would they be buying mortgage-backed securities if they thought rates were going to go up? Okay, the only time you buy bonds is if you have a high rate and you think that rates are going to go down. Otherwise, why would people want to buy higher rate bonds? So anyway, that in itself is an indication. Also, it's a matter of traders on Wall Street unwinding positions they had. Again, they got caught with their pants down too, as far as the rates suddenly dropping quickly, and they had to get out of positions that they were in. So all I can say is a lot of this is just, in my opinion, natural, although it's very unsettling, especially to people I've been talking to who have been expecting to see that 3.0 or 3.5 or whatever silliness they're hearing in the paper. Those rates are not here. So the way to catch that rate is to be ready. If you've been a client of mine for years, a customer of mine for years, you know that what I do is I can track rates for you, and then when it's available, we lock you in. So anyway, check out the website, TucsonMortgages.com. There's a blog section with updates about what's going on, newsletters and whatnot. You can also give me a call here at 520-331-LEND, 331-LEND. Don't forget to check out what's happening. Stay tuned. Strap it on. It's going to be a rough week. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.